Hello everyone! Welcome back. Sorry for taking so long to get back to this, but it is me, Mad, from the Angry Virgins, and today I will be teaching you command blocks. This is a continuation of my 1.14 commands tutorial for all my good buddies. Check out what's on the screen right now because that's what we'll be covering. If you don't need or want to know any of these things, then you don't have to be here. So, I'm sure you've seen around the area all these weird-looking blocks. These are command blocks. So, to obtain them, you just use the give command. So, /give, myself, and then command_block. Ta-da! I have a command block now. If you're unfamiliar with these, basically, command blocks are special blocks that hold a specific command inside of them and use or run that command when activated. For instance, this command block has the game mode survival command inside of it. Normally, you'd just type in /game mode survival, and you'd switch to survival. But with the use of command blocks, I can change myself into survival just by clicking this single button, or back to creative as you just saw by clicking this one, because this command block has the game mode creative command inside of it. Pretty simple, right? All you have to do to get them to work is just input whatever command you want, and then just attach it to a button or turn it on. It's that easy. As you can see around the area, we have three different types of command blocks. You have these orange ones, this green one, and then the purple command block. These are the impulse, the chain, and the repeating command blocks. Let's start with the first one, the impulse command blocks. These are regular command blocks that use redstone and activate once at a time. A use of these would be for standard things for single commands like these game mode switch buttons, /TP, /summon, or any command that you just need to hit or fire off once, or playing some lovely music. This command block has a command that will play the music mol when used, but let's stop that for now using the stop sound command. I'll teach those in another video. In the next bonus video, rather, but let's move on. That's what the impulse does, and it's very simple. Moving on, we have the chain command block. Chain command blocks are connected to other command blocks like themselves, or another command block like the impulse or repeating command blocks. Chain command blocks use the conditional or unconditional button that you see here, inside the command block. A good use of chain command blocks would be if you needed to run multiple commands like granting myself this sacred potato. Basically, all this is the bottom command block will give me the potato, the middle command block will set the explosion effect, and the last one will add the title command on the screen that says sacred potato, or bless of potato rather. All of these things work together in order to form a single interesting thing, and that's how chain command blocks work. Finally, we have repeating command blocks. As the name suggests, as long as they are active, they will repeat the same command that was assigned to them over and over constantly. For instance, this repeating command block has an effect command that will run as long as I am within 2.5 blocks from it, and it will give me levitation, kind of like a modified beacon. As you can see, as long as I am within these 2 blocks, it will constantly activate, and no other command block can do this. An impulse command block would require a redstone clock, but in this case, I don't need that. Taking a look inside of it, we can cover the final button, which says needs redstone or always active. This applies to repeating command blocks. Needs redstone means the repeating command block will constantly run so as long as there is a redstone signal inside of it, and the second the redstone signal is removed, as you can see, the effect stops running. But if I were to set it to always active, now it'll run even without the need of a redstone block in front of it or beside it or attached to it. One last note to mention is that inside this command block you'll see that the levitation effect lasts for only a second, and that's because I want it to run as long as I am within those 2.5 blocks and go away afterwards. Because the command block is the repeating command block, it will constantly give me that effect over and over anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's 1 second. But if I were to set it to something like 3 seconds, look, I've exited the 1.5 blocks range, but it still gave me the levitation effect. So a good thing to remember is when using repeating command blocks, you keep these effects seconds to a minimum. So that's all there is to the single basic command blocks really, but now let's put them into more interesting use, combining them. With this impulse command block and this set of command blocks over here, I will create a special item that grants me super speed. So, taking a peek in here, we'll see that this impulse command block will give me an emerald with the name speed gem, and it has a special tag called gem 1b. Remember this. I give credit to the YouTuber Dragon, who I first learned this from. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to create more advanced nonsense. Anyway, moving on. Here's my speed gem. This set of command blocks is what's going to give me the super speed. Let's just turn this machine on and show you what I mean. I am now running super fast because I have the speed gem equipped. If I suddenly stopped using it, I'd be running at a slower pace. So, let's see what they do. Taking a peek inside the first one, we'll see that this repeating command block is looking for any selected item in my hand that has the tag gem 1b. And if you can remember, the speed gem has this tag, and it's basically saying to anybody that has that requirement, I will be given a speed tag. Moving on, this chain command block will give me an effect of speed as long as I have the speed tag. Finally, this chain command block will remove the speed tag from me. This isn't always necessary, but it is important for multiplayer gameplay. This is to ensure that multiplayer won't bug out if there are multiple people using the speed gem at once. Also, a general reminder for these things is keep them near the spawn area. If I were using these things away from the spawn area, I wouldn't be able to use the speed gem at a certain distance from the command blocks. The command blocks would simply not load and not function anymore, but so as long as they are near the spawn area, I can use the speed gem anywhere in the world. And by the way, I just want to mention that in 1.14, I found a special way to use this special item thing. Let's turn this machine off for a second and turn this one on. It gives the exact same effect, and it's only done in a single repeating command block. Essentially, it's going to look for anybody with the special requirement, selected item, with the tag gem1b, and give me the effect immediately. Now, this may work for single items like these that don't require too much effort, but in the long run, this doesn't seem to work too reliably when trying to make more advanced types of custom items. Of course, there are other ways that you can make this command or special item function. As you can see, I'm holding the speed gem in my main hand, and it's making the commands run as long as it is in my main hand. But if I swapped it over to my offhand, I lose the ability. If you want to learn how to do that, I'll teach that to you right now. So, let's begin. This impulse command block is giving me a poppy with the special tag regen1b. Afterwards, this repeating command block is going to look for any item in the slot -106b in my inventory with the tag regen1b. And if you don't really want to memorize this NBT, that's okay. I'll leave it in the description for you to just copy paste. But all you need to know is this format right here. It says inventory, so looking for something in my inventory in a specific slot, and you can change this slot to be a different number anytime, but always include the B at the end. And then the tag, specify the tag that you want. In this case, the tag that I used was regen1b. Now, -106b is the slot for my offhand, and it's going to give me the tag regen as long as I have an item that meets this criteria, a regen1b item in my offhand slot. As you can see in the top right corner, I have the regeneration effect. That's because this chain command block is giving me regen as long as I have the regen tag, and this final command block, just like earlier, is going to remove the regen tag from me. So we've done main hand and we've done offhand, but how about for armor slots? Well, I'll teach that to you right now. In a similar fashion, this repeating command block is looking for any item in slot 100b, that's for my boots, with the tag spring1b. This impulse command block is going to give me chainmail boots with the tag spring1b. Let's put these on, and as you can see, I have jump boost. That's because, once again, this middle chain command block is giving me the jump boost effect if I have the tag that is given to me once I fill this specified requirement, and this last command block, as usual, will remove that tag from me. Very simple. I'll put in the description the slots that people normally use, which are the main hand, offhand, and each of the armor slots. So I'm gonna just end this video by making a special item from start to finish. I'm thinking I'll make a slime ball that will slow down any nearby enemies. Let's begin. We start with the give command, so I'll give myself a slime ball. And let's just say we name it, sludge ball. And it'll have a special tag, sludge1b. Perfect. Now we have our sludge ball. Let's start with the repeating command block now. And inside this repeating command block, I'll use the tag command. So it's going to look for anybody with the special requirements, selected item, that means in my hand, tag sludge1b. It'll look for any item in my hand that has the tag sludge1b, and it'll give me a tag called sludge. Moving on is the first chain command block. It's going to give any nearby enemies slowness. So I'll be teaching the execute command in the next bonus video, but for now, I'll describe what it does. It'll execute from anybody that has a tag sludge, a command that will make any nearby enemies have the effect of slowness. Let's just say I want a distance of 1 to 4 blocks. I'm not making it 0 to 4 blocks because 0 to 4 would include myself, and I don't want that. It'll give them slowness with 1 second of slowness with the amplifier 3. How about that? Okay. Moving on, I want a special effect, so this is just my personal preference. I will execute once again from anybody that has a tag sludge, a special particle. Let's just say the slime particle. Item slime. There we go. And I'll make it in a radius of 4 blocks. Let's just say at a count of 30. Cool. Okay, and now we're going to add the final command block that will remove the tag from me. Tag at all remove sludge. And just to make sure all of these work, I will set each of these command blocks into conditional. With the exception of the last one, because for some reason in 1.14, this command might bug out if the last one is not unconditional. Alright, let's do it. I'll hold the sludge ball and summon a creeper. Right. Always remember to turn on the command blocks once you're done. Perfect. Now, this creeper is slowed down, and the area has this cool slime effect. Awesome. And it doesn't affect me either because of the distance limiter that we set on. Alrighty, well everyone, I hope you enjoyed watching. This lesson is officially over. I hope you learned something nice from this. Sorry for taking a while to get back to this, and I apologize if my microphone doesn't quite sound right today, but what can I do? I'll see you all around. Bye-bye.